That is, if they can get 14 today, I'm going to say that's probably a winning score in this game. And Carter shot a 107 yesterday. No, actually 110 yesterday.
110.
Ruby. So,
and didn't win.
Goalies, and didn't win. Got pipped right on the post.
Unbelievable.
By Isla Emerson, who literally did 1 kilometre faster in the last shot of the day for the women.
I love it.
But I'm sure Ruby won't be too upset with that if she comes out going towards the gold medal game in this game. As the ball goes there to Sharpley. Sharpley looks around, looks down the bottom, and Hannah Greenhouse, but that's a good save there from the keeper, but Hannah just stepping in the crease as well. So 1 save to the keeper there for the Sirens. And in the cage today we've got Eleanor Whitaker, and she's just going to have to get that ball back. She's probably good that she gets another opportunity to get that ball back. So Whitaker, she'll take the ball in the centre circle here. Looks up, finds her teammate just up the field. Just a little bit of nerve at the moment here in this one. Ball is picked up there by Williams. Williams looks to go left. Kicks it there to O'Reilly. O'Reilly trying to get through and has Hannah Greenhouse just making her zigzag down the field, a bit like the slalom skiing. And ball hits the ground but picked up there by Harrison. And just settling down into offense. No, Harrison walks around, just good check, trail check there from Helmling. And the ball finds its way into the keeper's stick, and she will clear for the Storm. In the cage today,
Karis Kemp in the cage today, Tony, for the Storm.
Did a fantastic job the other night against the Lightning. As the ball is kicked up there to Newmarch Ward. She has pace to burn, Newmarch Ward. And Pete, you were telling me earlier that she may be playing some sixes.
Yeah, so Charlie Newmarch Ward was selected for the Brisbane Salties. So good luck to Charlie for that tournament in November.
Oh, getting monstered there by 4 black shirts, but able to put that one away was Chloe Chambers. And she gets on the board for the Storm. Not a name I called much the other night. No,
Chloe's been pretty quiet this week, so great to see her on the board early. That'll give her a lot of confidence going into the rest of the game, and the Storm take a 2-0 lead.
As the centre draw comes back, that's exactly how the Storm would have drawn up their pre-game plans. As co-coaches Nige Morton and Chelsea Gilbert would have gone through what they wanted to do. And on the other side, we've got Will Chisholm coaching the Sirens today as the head coach.
We got Jess Helmling and looks to be Nina Southcombe in the centre drawer. Ball goes up and hits the deck and looks to be picked up by the Sirens there with Michaela Hollins. Hollins is running straight to the goal and puts it past Karis Kemp. That's a great individual effort there by Hollins, Tone.
Yeah, out of the centre draw, just managed to flick out the backside. The defender from the Storm stepped up above it, opened up the space behind, and Hollins grabbed the ball and she just made a beeline to the cage. And you've still got to finish him, and that she did. She gets on the board first for the Sirens.
Looks like we've got the same two in the centre draw there now, and the Sirens will be pretty happy with that matchup after the last centre draw effort. Ball goes up, and it's picked up there by Renshaw. Renshaw takes it down the bottom right, happy to just give that one off after getting a bit of pressure. Ball's loose in front of the cage and picked up by Eleanor Whitaker.
The keeper just doing what keepers do, keeping it out the net and sending defence into attack. Good ball movement here by the Sirens, and Hollins again. We've already seen her go to the cage once. She's got a player on her right, gives that ball now, just misses, and it's coming back the other way here through Verassi. Verassi looks up, no movement up ahead. Now she does have one up ahead there. Helmling will not quite get that ball as it was thrown at her feet. And Hollands again gets the ball, tiptoeing that white line. Hollands looks to draw a player, does now. Kicks the ball inside there to Southcombe. Southcombe just loses the handle of the ball, but manages to get back on it. Looks around and pops it top shelf over the keeper's right shoulder there. And Southcombe getting on the board for the Sirens to even it up at 2-2, Pete.
So the Storm there, Tone, we're clearing the ball, and it looks like we've got a few jitters with some of the girls here. Uncharacteristic fumble there by Helmling, and the Sirens have capitalised and gone back down and scored.
And we've got a 2-2 game here in this first women's semi-final. As into the centre there goes Newmarch Ward now.
Yeah, Newmarch Ward has been pretty dominant in the centres for the Storm, Tone. So you'll look to see her take control of this one.
Ball perfect, centre draw, goes straight up. Ball comes straight down, ball to be won on the ground. Just a pre-check had there by Hannon. And we'll see Sharpley take the ball and just bring it over the restraining line now. Gives it to Carter. Carter just looks like she's got so much time out there at the moment, Ruby Carter, and you cannot give her time like that because she will just go towards the cage, does that, and puts her second away for the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of Storm players. They all play very similar. When the oceans part like that, they just tend to see that opportunity, wander in, and get right on top of the cage and put those shots away.
So I'm sure the Sirens will talk about that defence when that happens. They need those crashes to come and at least make that extra pass in that offensive end. But Carter started the game really well. She has 2. It is a 3-2 ball game. Live and free here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. You've got Peter Greenhouse and Tony Watts in the commentary today. And up on the scaffold there, about 8 metres high, is Blake Billsborough just doing his thing. So that's the scary job up there, Pete, getting up those ladders.
Yeah, I've only been up there once and I'm trying not to go up there again. As Charlie Newmarch Ward comes up with the ground ball, she's looking to shoot, but finds Hannah Greenholz on the bottom there. Greenholz takes it behind, just steadying the ship a little here as we're looking for a free player. Hannah's decided to go take it on.
Tiptoes the line, but tiptoed on the line, no goal, and just stepped into the crease there, Pete.
Yep, good call there by Nikki Voisey.
It is a fine line, isn't it, that
very fine
goal
line.
circle?
Especially when you go inside your defender like that, you've got to be very, very careful.
And again, like in women's lacrosse, a lot of them, as they put pressure on the keeper here to make that clear, ball is down the back. Hannah trying to get the ball back again, but the Sirens will look to clear under pressure here. Looks up, finds out the back there, and that is Williams, and Williams just getting the ball back for Hannah.
Yeah,
just
good.
Rolled out of bounds. I was waiting to see whether that actually had gone out of bounds.
Yeah, well, wasn't sure the way the girls were moving, but good ride there from the Storm. Really didn't let up and forced that turnover there.
Good sportsmanship there from Williams too. As we see Hannah again, this time she goes to the other side and pops it around. That is going to be a black ball from the Sirens, and they were first on there.
That's the trouble, Tony, when you've got your ex-player taking on their defender. If they miss the shot, you've got to make sure you've got to have backup.
So goalie again with the ball. Pops it out to her left. And we've got a runner on the outside there in Carter. Carter just loses the handle of the ball. Might have got a little up check there, so she's going to get the ball back here. And we'll see Hannah just 5 metres behind. She's got an attacker or a defender on her right here in Davison. She looks up and goes up to the middle. That could turn over with interest, and it has. As we comes back, Newmarch Ward kicks it down there to Greenhouse. Greenhouse pops it away just off the left-hand bar, up and out, and straight up to the top corner from that one. Great shot there from Hannah Greenhouse.
Yeah, another good ride there from the Storm, forcing the rush pass. Charlie Newmarch is not someone you want to be passing the ball to, because she will run down at a rate of knots, and has found the free player in Greenholsh there. Greenholsh, third time's a charm for her, put one away.
And we can hear a bit going on in the background here as the who's that over there? The Braves and the
Southern Cross.
Southern Cross have just obviously scored. We might try and get a score check over there as well.
Yeah, they're up and about.
That game is playing for that 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, that's right.
And the Phantoms getting through this morning to that 5-6 game here on the field before this game. Ball in the stick of Harrison. As we see Peyton kick the ball down now. Gets down there to Mills. Mills on the bottom corner, left. Will look to run it around. Nice little flip there, just tries to get in and under, a little shovel shot. And ball goes out of bounds, but backed up there by the Sirens. Hollands looking for the little shovel. That's a shot that I love in my arsenal, Pete.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen her put the stick in her left hand there, Tony. A lot of girls seem to be just favouring their right hand, but yeah, I really enjoy seeing the young ladies come around on their left with the stick in their left hand.
See, Pete, no sense of theatre with the shovel shot. So, ball comes up the top. You'd make a good coach, I think. Ball is in the middle. Good pressure there from the Storm. As Peyton Harrison has to bring it up to the 15-metre mark. She's looking around, and all she can see is a sea of pink at the moment. She's having to do a lot herself. She needs to pass the ball on and just get some movement here. Looks like she wants to go again, and just needs to pass that ball now. She's had her time with it, and that's a good pass. Good work there from O'Reilly. O'Reilly runs down, gets a little push, just plays the advantage. O'Reilly running around this bottom right-hand corner. Good defense there from Helmling, but deemed to be a little too aggressive at that last moment. And O'Reilly, and you can hear the Sirens coach probably at our effects mic just asking for a little bit more movement in their offense. Everyone standing watching what one player do the work. And ball is fired up the top. Ball up the top with Granwell. Granwell kicks the ball. Oh, that could work here. It's come out of the stick, and good save, but that's going to come back to the 15-metre arc here. And this is Jamison. Just being asked to come around to that hash on this left-hand side. Jamison.
Good defence there, holding the Sirens out by the Storm, and the Sirens are very they're holding back a bit. I think the Storm are just getting in the right spots at the right time.
O'Reilly comes round, didn't give herself much angle. Shot had, ball comes off of, but a push deemed to be had there on the Storm as she went to pick it up. So the ball will start with Granwell. Granwell looks up, looks in the centre. That's just a bit of a nothing pass, and ball's coming back with interest as the ball comes down here. 30 seconds left in this one. Newmarch Ward steps inside the 15 on her left, up and over the top, and that's going to be a Storm ball as the first on was had there by Mia Morton.
No stop clock here, Tony, so they really got to put the pressure on now, Storm, if they want to score before that final bell goes.
So Mia Morton looks to run straight into her defender. Comes around the left-hand side. Now they've left her. Looks inside. Ball to be won, and it's just come off a black stick. Oh, a little one off the stick. And that is something out of nothing right on the Siren. Kira Zhang sitting in front of the keeper. As the keeper went to throw it, Pete, it's got in her stick, and she's almost like gone to swipe it back straight behind the keeper. Unlucky, right on the siren.
Kira Zhang very lucky not to have checked the goalie in that motion, but the ball's come straight out of her stick into the back of the net, so she'll be wrapped. The goalie not so much, but that would put the Storm in front 5-2.
Absolutely will, and you know it's going for you, Pete, when things like that happen. If you're having a day, you're about to have a day.
That's right, yeah, all the momentum with the Storm at the moment. They did a great job holding the Sirens out there. The Sirens had the ball a long time down in their offence, but the Storm just played inside, just played good D, not really pushing out, not wanting to give them that free shot or a free pass, but just be playing inside a bit, and it worked well for them. They went back down. Charlie Newmarch-Ward sprinting down the field and getting the ball into the offence.
It is, and speaking of goals, goal scorers for the first term, we had, for the Sirens, we had Hollands and Southcombe, and for the Storm, we had Carter with 2, Chambers with 1, Greenhouse with 1, and Zhang with 1. And what about the goalies down there, Pete? They both had a couple of good saves.
Yeah, Whitaker's had a pretty good quarter. She's kept a couple of the Storm girls off the scorers board. And Karis Kemp just the one save, but hasn't really been troubled too much. In the centre draw stakes though, Charlie Newmarch-Ward, 5 wins.
5.
So she would be wrapped with that, as well as a whole host of running. She's having a great start to the game.
Absolutely. As the coaches just go through their last little bits of out there, and the girls will just start to come into their positions.
So the Sirens would really like to come out here and get a couple back on the board. 5-2 down. They'd love to close that gap a little bit and see that they stay in this game with a chance. And as expected, you've got Charlie Newmarch-Ward going back out to the centre. Looks to be maybe against Hollands.
And a Friday afternoon, what would you be doing other than being on the Australian Lacrosse Network? And we hear Susie Mill over in WA is doing exactly that while she's at work, just watching live and free. So big shout out to you. I hope you're enjoying this contest. And Nat said she loves you. So ball into the centre.
I think we just got a loose string there by the Sirens player. So she'll have to do that up, and then we'll get this game underway.
So really interesting first quarter, Pete. Storm really taking their chances, and yeah, that last little one right on that's sort of like you don't expect those to happen, and when it does, you think your day's going to go well, but we've seen this, and the Sirens didn't finish top of their pool for no reason, so cannot take any of these teams lightly. We've seen 7 and 8 goal quarters to turn around games.
I'd be looking to see Southcombe get a few on the board, as well as Hollands and even Jamison, who got an MVP earlier in the week.
Did, as Lockyer just passes the ball down, gives the ball there to Peyton Arson. Peyton passes the ball over now and gives that over to Southcombe. Southcombe looks to drive in on her defender. Ends up taking her down around the bottom corner. You'd like to see the Sirens, when that's coming around that bottom corner, just driving in from that right-hand side rather than giving space, really putting pressure on that defender on this bottom corner. And good inside look, looks around for Southcombe, a little shovel. There we go, Pete. Doesn't like the left hand, loves a shovel. She's on my team now. And Southcombe on the board for the Sirens.
The Storm just letting her get a bit too much room there in the crease area, and like you say, Tony, she has pulled out the entertaining shovel shot, which in that situation was the perfect shot, and it's come up with the goods.
Oh, it's never not a perfect shot, Pete. You know what? The sense of theatre, like the BTB, it's a skill set that is absolutely, when it comes off, looks fantastic, and it puts defence out of position and goalies, because they're not expecting the ball to come in like that. So ball back in the centre. Newmarch-Ward flicks it forward, but we've got a bit of an opportunity here again for the Sirens. Ball picked up there by Lockyer. Gets a little push there from Sharpley, but over the top. Great check there from Sharpley just taking the ball out of the stick, and then wins a push for herself. Fast starts down to Hannah Greenhouse. Greenhouse has Mia Morton. She can get the ball back here again if she wants. Looks inside. Morton just fires over the top.
Tony, that's where she needs to put the stick in the left hand, you know, and I'll harp on about it till the cows come home, because I think it's such an important part of the game. If Mia had have put her stick in the left hand, she would have had a much better opportunity to shoot that goal.
I'm sure one of her coaches will tell her that at some point, Pete, as the ball is down the back again with the Storm. Hannah looks to go to get around that corner again, does, and pops it top shelf this time, and just gives a little bit of, I wonder where I've seen that before, just a little bit of the bicep look there, just to say, Dad, I've been hitting the gym.
Now, she has been hitting the gym just quietly, but that possibly could have been for Kai Nixon, Tony.
Yeah.
The Storm girls have all got number 9 written on their biceps, and we're thinking of you, Kai, and hopefully you're watching this live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network too. But yeah, all the South Australian girls getting behind Kai.
Yep, and why wouldn't you? He's a big shout out to you, Kai. We know you will be watching this live and free, mate, so we hope the entertainment is coming your way, and we hope you're loving it, and stay tuned all day, buddy, because there's more to come. Ball into the centre, picked up there by Southcombe. Southcombe looks around, looks over, and just gets one a little close to the head there. Southcombe will bring the ball down. There's got to be some free players here, and finds one downfield now. Makes it a little bit difficult for her teammate to pick that ball up. Just need to get their passes a little bit more on target here, as Mills found that really difficult to pick that up, and it just knocks out of bounds. Storm to kick back in again through Nettlefold. Nettlefold looks down, finds Newmarch Ward. Newmarch Ward looks inside, finds Morton. Morton fires and puts it over the top left-hand shoulder. That's a better shot. And yeah. Mia Morton scoring.
Yeah, Mia just getting a bit of space there, and right on in that dangerous area where goalies hate you to be. She's just snuck it through it's past the left hip of the goalie Whitaker there, and that's a couple of goals that the Storm will be happy they've got.
7-3 is the scoreline here. If you are just tuning in on a Friday afternoon, wondering how this under-15 tournament's going, well, the first semi effectively is underway here, and the Storm currently leading 7-3. But as we have seen all week, these games are never over until that final whistle goes. And a big on the line here as the ball kicks out there to Lee. Lee, great pickup and great pace, but run down there by Carter. Carter, good defense. Lee still with the ball. Samantha Lee takes the ball down this left-hand side. Looks to come around. That's better with that attacker cutting through. That's what we like to see. That plenty of movement down there from the Sirens, giving opportunities. And Lee down the back looks to take on Nettlefold. Lee comes around. She's left alone. Lee steps in and pops it away. And that's a goal for the Sirens. Out of nothing there, Pete. The defense just were flat-footed. And Samantha Lee coming around that left-hand pipe plops it away.
Yeah, that's right, Tony. You saw Nettlefold there, thought she had everything under control, but there seemed to be no communication. Nettlefold probably could have followed that player around and put some pressure on, but Lee come around that left-hand corner and stuck it away.
And a huge shout out to our Sirens, Waikato, for, you know, they come and they're always at these tournaments. We love having them here, and their crew, you know, head coach Will Chisholm, we've got manager Joelle Granwell and manager Stacey Carter out there today. So it's great to have them over here in South Australia, and they always are loved by the girls when they come over.
Yeah, they're fantastic, the New Zealanders. Always friendly, always happy to learn, and just having a great time.
And Lee again, she's just scored one. Good little check there from Sharpley. Lee just gets a little push, but Grass Monsters might have... Oh, good effort there from Samantha Lee again as Carter... Oh, sorry, no, that's it's a Longville there. Now Carter has the ball. Carter, there's an open player down on the bottom corner, finds her now. That's a great pass there. Looks inside again, probably wasn't the pass at that point, and the ball's coming back the other way with the Sirens. A push had there on Zoe Hannah.
Yeah, Helmling really should have held on to that one. She missed the first pass, but that's okay. She got the possession back, but then unfortunately just rushed it into the crease.
And finding herself as she subbed on there, Georgia Mills. Georgia Mills will run into offense. She has a player on her right, but decides to just push the ball down to the X position. Just not quite hitting some of those passes at the moment.
No, it's been a long week for the New Zealanders, and they're having to travel from Kiwi land as well. They're probably getting a little bit tired, but they'll come good. Some of these errors that they're making will disappear, I'm sure, because they've done it all week, where they've come good at the end.
Valentina Verassi there, just wearing one just a little close to the head. Yeah, you call it New Zealand, Pete. I call it Australia East. Our neighbours over the ditch.
I think we just lost a few viewers there.
And they call it New Zealand West. So ball to be won on the ground. As a good battle there from Hannah and Georgia Mills. And Georgia Mills, well, she'll win that contest. But we'll have to bring the ball out. Yeah, they really need to separate these players in front because there's no real... They need, as the coach is screaming, to get out of her way, because otherwise you just find this and she has to run through 3 or 4 or 5 different opponents. She needs to move the ball on and does now. Good pass there to Granwell. Granwell, she runs past her attacker, looks in, and just not quite the pass that was probably required at that point, and Nettlefold comes back the other way, Pete.
Yeah, Nettlefold finds Greenholsch, the centre line there. Greenholsch on her left, cutting across, maybe trying to create an opportunity, but just slowing it up a bit, and now waiting for the free pass.
Lim.
She's found Lim, and
good
great
save.
Whitaker comes up with the save after Lim's shot.
Lim just found her way into the crease there, Pete, and had her opponent looking at where did she go, but good save from the keeper.
Yeah, needed that one, Whitaker.
Ball has gone for a push on the outer side there, and we'll start with Sharpley. Sharpley looking to take on her player there in Hollands. Sharpley gets in, and Sharpley puts one very sharply down by the right hand hip and pops it away again for the Storm for another one.
Sharpley's been a bit quiet today. I was actually just about to say Neve might look to go to the goal, because she has been one of the top goal scorers for this Storm team. Just looking at the highlight reel here, 4 goals against the Ice, 3 goals and an MVP against the Lightning. So she's been one of the major goal scorers for this Storm team.
Well, that's the first one of the day, and we've seen sometimes they come in waves of 2s and 3s and sometimes 6s. So maybe she's not finished for the day yet. Out to an 8-4 game here.
The Sirens have taken a bit more control in the centre draw here, Tony, this quarter. So Charlie Newmarch-Ward will be looking to get this one back.
And good work there, is just on cue, Pete. She heard you talking about it, but ball still on the ground to be won. And great battling in there as the ball is now picked up. And looking for some help down there. As Hollands looks up. Oh, great pass forward. Just, wow, that was actually a really good look forward there to Lockyer. Just had too much heat on it, Pete.
Yeah, these Storm girls are relentless this morning, or this afternoon. Not giving anything up.
As we see Newmarch-Ward get past her opponent and take it over the attacking third. Looks to come back on her right, looks down the bottom. Good look again, and sharply there with a shot, but another big save from the keeper.
I think we might have had a crease infringement there as well, Tony.
And an outlet. Oh, great outlet up the field as well. Found Southcombe. Southcombe passes the ball on here to Hollands. Hollands looking for the next pass. Hollands. Good pick. Now needs to release that ball. Does release the ball into the centre. Ball still hits the ground and one. And opportunity here for... And there's that shovel shot again, and that one's come off the keeper, I think, Pete, and might have just gone out of bounds off a pink stick. So that is going to be a Sirens ball down the back, goes quickly, looks inside. Oh, opened up right in the middle, pops and just dropped the hands, and a good save again there from the keeper.
Yeah, another good save there. Probably should have looked to get that shot off a bit quicker. By dropping the hands, you've actually given the goalie a little bit more time to settle. Should have been a catch and shot straight away. Quick stick, as we call it.
We love the quick stick, Pete, don't we? We grew up in an era of quick sticks. Oh, good look inside again. Fires around, good defence, but just deemed to be slightly too close to the head there. And Hollands, we've seen what she does. She's quick off the mark. She potentially will look to go to the cage here.
Sirens need to get this goal, so Hollands has got a lot on her shoulders right now.
So Holland steps in, quick off the mark, fires and pops it up to the top left-hand corner. And Hollands gets one back for the Sirens. And just as you were talking, they needed that one.
They absolutely did need that one, Tony. The Storm have had a bit of a run now, but the Sirens have got that quick goal, and they'll again look to take control out of this next centre draw and do the same again.
So 8-5 is the score here as we tick well into the second quarter. Just over 2 minutes to go, Pete. Ball back into the centre, so have the Sirens got another one before the half-time whistle? Or are the Storm going to go and just counter that one very quickly? Ball up the top, good work. Ball comes out, but found there by Newmarch Ward. Doing a power of work in the centre as Newmarch Ward finds Carter. Carter looks down and looks on the bottom corner up top shelf. And Chloe Chambers gets another one for the day. That's her second of the game.
Yeah, great work by Chloe Chambers. She's just getting herself in the right spots. I always like to say, always put yourself in a shooting position, and that's what she's done today, finding herself on that bottom left free and just popping it over the goalie's head.
Good, quick response there from the Storm on the back of that Sirens goal. 9-5 is the score. So 9-5 is the ball comes back into the centre. So have the Sirens got another quick reply here, Pete?
I think they do, Tony. I think they'll be looking to get one back. They've shown that they can do it, and they'll look to be doing that through Zoe Hannah in the centre draw there.
So Hannah flicks it out, but it's gone to a Storm, but one there by Waikato. Now, if she can move the ball quickly, if they can turn and pass the ball forward, there's an opportunity here. So ball coming down with Hollands. Hollands, there's the 30-second bell. Opportunity here for the Sirens. Comes around the corner. Looks up the top. Finds Peyton. Peyton looks to get in. Not there. Good defense from the Storm. Pass comes over there to Hannah. Zoe Hannah looks to go left, looks to go right, gets through the gap. Hannah steps. Great save from the keeper. And right on almost half time. Good save there from Carries Kemp. Looks up as the whistle goes right near the halfway line as the ball is given up to the officials. Good little piece of play right at the end there. Opportunity, good save.
I would say, Tony, that's 2 quarters in a row where the Storm have broken New Zealand hearts. Last quarter, you had their goalie, Whitaker, going for the clear and hitting Zhang's stick, and it bouncing back into the net. And down the other end this time, you've got Karis Kemp making a clinch save right at the end of the quarter there.
Absolutely. Found right in the middle of the crease there. Great look, great drive. Just unable to finish through some good goalkeeping. Down the other end, keepers have been fantastic. What are their save at the moment, Pete?
Karis saw a few more shots. Karis Kemp there for the Storms. She's on 4, and Eleanor Whitaker also on 4 saves there. So the goalies absolutely doing their fair share.
That they are, and goal scorers, the ones that actually did get past them in that quarter. We had Southcombe for the Sirens, Lee for the Sirens, and Hollands getting on the board. That was their 3 goal scorers that quarter. And for the Storm, we had 4 goal scorers. We had Hannah Greenhouse, Mia Morton, Sharpley and Chambers getting her second of the game. And that is where we sit at 9-5. We might just go and have a quick break here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We'll be back very shortly with second half action here. the players are back out on the field here for second half action. Currently 9-5 is the score. And the sun is bathing down here at Barrett Reserve. Just a slight breeze. That rain flicked through last night. And ball is on the deck. Good win there as Eden Granwell heads down into offense. So an opportunity for the Sirens here in the second term, or second half I should say. Peyton Arson looks to come and get inside, but gets that free space. And Peyton will go up to the top here at that 15-metre arc. Now, we've seen Peyton take off too, so she likes getting towards the cage, Peyton, but just decides to pull that one out. Has to watch out from behind her, as tiptoeing there was Helmling, or maybe not so tiptoeing, and that's going to be another opportunity here for Peyton. I really would love to see from these 15-metre arcs. We saw it over in the World Championships that the US were really good at this. They broke hard from there. It's really hard to defend. Great look on the outer side. Oh, tip off the keeper's stick there. Just pops that one over the top of the crossbar. Good work there from Kemp.
Tony, some of the teams have actually got set plays from their free shot now, which is a great part of the game that's coming in. And the Storm have got quite a few options, and they tend to use it. They just haven't had the opportunity today.
As the ball hit the deck there, but Holland's good enough to pick it up. Yeah, that 15-metre arc now gives, or the semicircle gives a lot more freedom in there to run some offensive sets. That pass is just up and over the head. Might have got tipped there, I think.
I think there was a push call.
Oh, push call. That's why that ball ended up where it did. It made sense why that one ended up going so high. I thought it had got caught on the breeze there for a second, Pete. That's a good pass without a push, see?
There you go.
Skill set on show here. Peyton with the ball. Looks to get inside. She just needs to move her feet here, Peyton. Just keep moving her feet and things will open up. Now she needs to get rid of the ball. Now pass it off while she's got the opportunity. Just, yeah, again, just need to keep moving feet, because as soon as you stand still, you are fair game for the defender. And the push is had there. So, ball here again with Peyton Arson. Peyton looks inside, good pass across, finds her teammate there, steps inside, pops it. Oh, good save again there from Kemp. Another big save from Kemp. Picked up here by the Storm. Storm pass the ball up here to Sharpley. Sharpley looks down, fires up, sees Hannah Greenhouse. So an opportunity, the first real opportunity of this second half for the Storm, as Greenhouse passes the ball over there to Newmarch Ward. Newmarch Ward takes a bit of space. Hannah will get called for a moving pick there, as that was very moving. I used to do plenty of them, Pete, those moving picks. And the ball will turn over here to the Sirens as they send their substitutions on. So here's the open player now out on the box side. Just needed to find that it's still on here if they can pick the ball up. And a pre-check had there by the Siren, for the Sirens, apologies. DeLongville just getting charged with that one. And ball back up the top with Peyton. Looks over this side here, finds Lockyer. Lockyer looks inside, finds Southcombe. And Southcombe, that was a really good pass inside there from Lockyer to find Southcombe. And Southcombe on the board here first for the third term, and brings it back to a 9-6 game. Southcombe now with 3 goals in this game, and we've got a 9-6 game there as Southcombe, really good pass inside there from Lockyer on the money and just set Southcombe into the offensive end.
Great
Good.
response from the Sirens there, Tony, coming in and getting that first goal of the half.
So ball comes again, Sirens again. Just things starting to go their way a little. Looks up, need to win the ball back here. Does win the ball back. Good work there from the goal scorer in Nina Southcombe. But gets pressured there by Sharpley, and Sharpley looks forward, finds Hannah Greenhouse, and Hannah Greenhouse heads towards the cage. And we've got a whistle on the play here.
Yep, that's a shooting space call, Tony. The Sirens girls have run straight into the protected area there. And Hannah will look to have her first free space shot.
So Hannah lines up from the 15 metre. We know Hannah will take off really quickly. Gets inside, good work. And bounce shot up into the top corner. That advantage is paid. And Hannah Greenhouse with a beautiful bounce shot. Plenty of pace in this deck, Pete. That had, I don't think, like a cricket ball, you'd want to be going forward to that one. No,
with all the rain we've had, it's a bit surprising that the ground's got so much give in it. But just on that, Tone, that's a shooting space call. The whistle went, but the player was in motion of shooting. So the shot, if saved, would have gone to the goalie.
Yep.
But because it went in the goal stands.
And that's one of those rules they brought in for that advantage rule, which seemed archaic when it was not being played, but that's the absolute correct call.
Yeah, it has caused some confusion over the last couple of years, but I think everyone's starting to get used to it now.
Yeah, look, it's a much better rule because the amount of times games have been decided by when a ball goes in and you've got to come back to that, well, what was the 11 and 8 metre arcs, and there was a break there from the Storm, and the Sirens will take it here through Hannah. Looks up again. That bounce pass was a little easier to take, but well picked up there by Michaela Hollands. Michaela Hollands steps in. We've seen her go and do this before. Hollands just gets pressured out. She'll look to come back in, but that's only with a pass. Oh, good 1-2 there from Hollands. Ball to be won on the deck, and it's picked up the scraps by the keeper there in Kemp. Kemp looks up, assessing her options up and over the head, just tips off the stick, and that's just stayed in. Good work out there from DeLongville. Loses the ball again, but DeLongville good enough to pick it up. Ball passed up there
the
to
old bounce
Morton.
Pass.
Morton. The one thing we haven't spoken about, Pete, and we probably won't put the Mozzers on, is the amount of girls that are on yellow cards here in this game.
Yes, I know, Tony, that...
I didn't mean to bring it up, Pete. It's like driving and talking about kangaroos. You don't say, oh, there we go. And speaking about hopping around, Newmarch Ward hops on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Newmarch Ward always likes to have a go at the goals. And she's taken on 3 or 4 players there, but found the space enough to have a shot. Gets that goal past Eleanor Whitaker.
That's her first of the game too, Newmarch Ward.
Oh, she's been very quiet today.
Seems to have been in a lot of the play, but normally a prolific goal scorer.
Yep.
Newmarch Ward.
But that's something about this Storm team is they've got so many shooters, Tone. They don't rely on just the 1 or 2. There's actually 4 or 5 girls in this team that can go to goal, and that's shown over the week.
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring up the yellow card situation. There's a lot of girls that are just right on that cusp. What's the old saying? Don't mention the war.
No, I completely understand, Tone. I know Greenholsh is in that precarious position, as is Morton for the Storm. Probably why Greenholsh is playing a bit more in the attack. She's normally a midfielder, but Newmarch Ward has got this one out from the centre. No, that's not Newmarch Ward, that's Sharpley. Got that down to the offence now with Greenholsh. Greenholsh looks to the top to Chambers. Chambers just coming around, finds Helmling in the middle, who's...
She's plucked that out of just about mid-air there, Helmling.
She has gone the one-hander, I think, Tone. Pulled that down to her own advantage, scooped up the ground ball and put the ball in the back of the net.
So Helmling there, that ball was about a metre away from her on her right-hand side, and looking like it was going out of bounds. She contorted her body to stick her stick out there one-handed. It hit the stick, bounced in front of her, she picked it back up, and away she went.
Yeah, great effort from Jess Helmling to get control of that out-of-control ball. Had it on a string, as they say.
And all you see there is almost an assist for the player throwing it to her.
Yeah.
Even though it was probably created by the attacker. So a 12-6 game here, just starting to blossom out this score.
I have seen the Sirens come back from being down, so I wouldn't still write them off yet, Tone.
So ball in the centre, but things just starting to go the Storm's way again now. And we see these momentum shifts all the time in women's lacrosse. Helmling looks down. That's not a great pass to the feet, but Greenhouse backs it up there. Gives the ball up there to Morton. Morton, that's a better pick from Hannah, but runs straight into the defender, but deemed to be illegal, as Morton will take the ball just outside the 15-metre arc here on the left-hand side of the cage. Looks inside, finds Greenhouse. Greenhouse fires, and that's a good shot down in that bottom right-hand corner. Hannah with another one.
Yeah, Ruby Carter found herself with no one on her in the crease and could think she's a bit unlucky not to have got that one herself. But Hannah Greenholz coming down with the ball, and yeah, she's got a bit of power in that shot. Also part of the fastest shot competition, but couldn't quite match it with the big guns of the tournament.
Wasn't far off though, mate. Just a couple of kilometres an hour. Maybe she was more worried about making a final here and taking home a national championship.
I think the winner won a new Charlotte Northgate stick, Tony, and I heard her dad bought her a stick already, so I don't think she was that worried about it.
Tell you, I might have to hit up her dad just to see if I can get a new stick. I broke mine the other day. Pete says I've got one that scored plenty of goals you can use. So great work out of the centre there. Sharpley straight to her, looks back, little 1-2. Sharpley looks inside. Good defence there from the Sirens. Plenty of pressure down in this back corner as Sharpley tries to go again. Looks to go left and right. Good defence there from Samantha Lee. Ball is kicked over here now to Hannah. Hannah, has she got a bag of 5 in the attacking end today? As Greenhouse gets the ball, turns around on her left. She has space, looks to get in, and that one just gets tipped as she went to throw it. Good little trail check there from the defender. As the ball is backed up there.
Yeah, Greenhouse scored a number of left-handed goals this week. I think she's had some good coaching in the past.
So Helmling just got one, popped down another one. There it is. Helmling with another one. Just trying not to be outdone here.
Yeah, the Storm just running away with it in this third quarter. They do call the third quarter the championship quarter, and the Storm are looking like they could be starting their walk over to the grand final championship match.
14-6 is the score. We hope you're enjoying the live and free coverage here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Thanks to Blake up there on the tower with giving you all the vision here today. Does a great job on the camera, does Blake. And I'll tell you what, who else has done a great job today? The officials out here doing a fantastic job, Pete.
As always, Tony, they've had a great week this week. Some of the girls, as you say, have got some yellow reds, and are sitting on their 6-point demerits. But all those cards absolutely deserved.
Zhang, who got a goal right on that last little breath of a bell before on the first quarter. Ball is turned over though. Ball's going to come out here through Hollands. Looks up. Oh, just picked off again by Helmling. Helmling. But there's plenty of Sirens shirts in front of her. Decides not to go.
It's as if that ball gets 3 metres within Jess Helmling's space, Tone. She just plucks it out of the air.
We might have to call her Go-Go Gadget Arms, I think. The way she's plucking them out of the sky at the moment. Might take her fruit picking if she's good like that. The ball is in the circle there, is it? Yep, and that'll be a goalie ball. As you, with the stick, ball under the stick. As we hear the 30-second bell go here for this third term. Keeper passes the ball out to her left-hand side and promotes the ball up, but it could come back here. Carter, we've seen a couple of goals and a save goal right on the end of the quarter. So Ruby being given a license to go, goes on her left, gets inside. Ruby steps down, just loses the ball out the back of her stick, and then just it stacks on in there as a little bit of nothing malicious there. They just both effectively, one went down, the other one went over the top, and that'll end up the third quarter as Ruby just seems to be down a little, just maybe just an ankle there, is it? Or just maybe catching her breath?
Yeah, not sure. But, you know, Tony, the Sirens come out firing in that quarter. I thought there might be a few more goals from them this quarter. Got the first one of the half and said, hey, Storm, we're coming. But the Storm said, no, you're not. We're rolling in. The Storm is rolling in, and they outscored the Sirens by a stretch. By about six goals, 5 goals to 1.
Yep, 5-1 in that quarter after the Sirens got the first one away, as you said, Pete. And they looked like they were on song to get it back. It was 9-6 at that point, but the Storm went, yep, not in our backyard. You're not going to do that, and put another 5 on from that point unanswered, and we're out to a 14-6 game. And the goal scorers in that quarter, we saw Hannah Greenhouse with 2. We saw Helmling with 2, just come into the game on the scoreboard. And then we had Newmarch Ward getting her first of the game. And for the Sirens, we had Southcombe getting her the only goal of that quarter and her third of the game so far. So currently 14-6. We've got 1 quarter to go here in this first semi-final. Winner goes to the big dance tomorrow, which you will be calling, and the loser will go on to play in the 3-4 playoff, which is still nothing to sneeze at in a national competition. No,
neither one of these teams can hold their heads pretty high. You know, they both lost their first game of the tournament, Tony, and both to one to the fire, one to the ice, who both of which did not make the semis. So it's taken them a little bit to get to their best, but here they are playing off for a spot in the grand final.
So what you're saying is they both battled the elements there, Pete. The fire and the ice, and they've come through with flying colours. So the ball will head back into the centre here, and we've seen comebacks before in this game. I'm not writing this game off by any means at the moment. The Storm obviously currently with an 8-goal lead, but we've seen 7-0 quarters before. Have we got another one on our hands here? Centre draw will be most important, and that is won there by the Sirens. And Nina Southcombe, the goal scorer for the Sirens, looks like gets in, fires and out the back, and that's going to be a Storm ball. No backup had on that shot, and you do see that a lot in women's lacrosse with the attacker coming through that centre. They just don't often think about that backup.
No, it's a very important position to be, especially on a fast break like that, Tony. You kind of know where your midfield is going, whether they're going to have a shot or pass it off, and there should have been someone there at the backup.
So Kemp has Helmling. Helmling now presents. Helmling just takes off. Good chase down there by Hollands. Hollands still pressuring. Looks up the middle. Finds Sharpley. Sharpley. She will attack, but passes the ball up here. Opens up here. You've got Lim there. Lim on the bottom corner. There is Morton. Morton looks to fire. Good save again from the keeper of the Sirens. Nige Morton, the coach of the Storm, just going, you've got to put them away. And ball comes out the other way. Good save from the keeper though. Lockyer for the Sirens. Running down that outer side, just gets a push.
Yeah, Mia Morton will be kicking herself for that one. All alone on the bottom right-hand corner. That should have been a goal. That should have been her bread and butter.
Hey, the positive out of that though, Pete, was the ball transition there was perfect. Every pass was where it was meant to be, and it opened up, and you know what, it took a good save to shut that down as Helmling will bring the ball back the other way. Helmling looks inside. Newmarch Ward screaming for the ball. Looks there to Lim, and Lim She gets her name on the scoreboard, Winner Lim. She's been open there a couple of times as the game that's happening on the backfield here at the moment. We've got the two elemental that we said before, the fire and the ice. And the ice are currently leading the fire 2-0 if you are watching on our other channel.
Yeah, the big Vic Derby, that one.
So does fire beat ice?
There is no other channel.
Because it melts? No. Okay, we're not streaming that one. Apologies. So Lim with that goal here on this field though. So 2-0. We'll try to keep you updated with the score on that backfield. Ball is down, picked up there by Newmarch Ward. Newmarch Ward just puts the medal down and goes. And good discipline there from Newmarch Ward. Didn't think she had a shot, so just pulls it out, plays the possession game for the Storm. And Greenhouse will find her way in that X position and just work the ball around here. Oh, great inside and just quick stick. We like the quick stick though, Pete.
Absolutely. No, that was definitely the right option by Charlie, but couldn't quite put it away. But good vision there from Greenhouse to find her in the crease all alone.
Absolutely. And that probably was reward for the patience in that offense. She got down below that 45 and decided she didn't have an angle, so took it out the back, did the team thing. And they're the little 1%ers that come to this final that will make a big difference. As we see Zhang step in. Another save there from the keeper though. So that's a couple of big saves this quarter. Can they capitalise on this? Ball coming back the other way. Sharply, we've seen her try and take the stick away. They don't want to give away any yellow cards here. Peyton Arson. And we've got an illegal substitution on the bench here. So that'll turn the ball over for the Sirens. That's a bit of a coach killer, those ones.
Yeah, the Sirens were looking good. They had free players all over the place in offence. So the coach Chisholm there will not be happy with that.
But this is a good call there by Izzy Vrenson, who's sitting on the bench here. They're not used to seeing a lot of this unless they play in grand finals, especially through the state league here, where there's normally not a CBO on there watching that. So something they have to get used to as they go up the grades, Pete.
Yeah, that's right. And I've just noticed, Tony, the South Australian team has got pink cones all around there to stop their players from entering that coach's box area. So not a bad tactic there from them.
So they colour coordinated too with the pink cones. Don't mind that. And ball will be turned over here. So it's going to be, sorry, I wasn't actually watching 100% what that one was. I was looking at the pink cones, Pete. I'm thinking, wow, colour coordination. see how easily distracted I am. Ball will come up here through Davison. Davison kicks the ball up here to Zoe Hanna. Zoe Hanna steps around one, looks down. Oh, that's a great pass down forward. Finds Lee, Samantha Lee, already a goal scorer. And she's going to be another goal scored by Sam Lee. Gets her second of the game. And that was really good pushing the ball forward, isn't it?
Well, that's the second time this quarter we've seen the Waikato Sirens move the ball down after spending some time in defence. Unfortunately, the first time, Tone, they were stopped by an illegal substitution, but that time found Samantha Lee all alone in front of the goals, and she's done exactly what she needed to do and put that past Cara Kemp's head. Yeah,
great take, and then that roll. As the defender went sort of almost to take her, she rolled around and she opened up. And still got to finish him though, and Kemp has been good in the cage for the Storm today, so it's never a gimme.
No, Karis with 5 saves today so far. As we see Jess Helmling in the centre draw with Michaela Hollins there, and Waikato Sirens have come up with the ball.
And we see Mills there, pick the ball up. Kicks the ball there to Hollins. Hollins looks inside, gets past one, gets past two. Have they got back to back? Oh, that one's just gone past. And that's going to be a Sirens ball as they were just for the back up there, closest to where it went out.
The Sirens have had the run of the mill with the centre draws, Tone, getting first use of the ball most times, just haven't been able to make the most of it.
I like the change to the left hand there for the throw, Pete. You must like that one. Good inside look. Oh, little quick stick there from the Sirens. That was good. And ball will go out of bounds, but the Storm player there and Sharpley just happened to be almost camped on the back line there, and she was closest to the ball.
Good read of the play from Sharpley. Gives it over to Kemp, the goalie. Back to Sharpley, who's now going to go for a run. She's looking up the field. No one there, so she's going to take it on her own.
Good push, good push there from the Sirens, Michaela Hollins. As Sharpley just readjusts her goggles there, just to make sure she's got some camera time.
Sharpley's taken a few hits today, this tournament, Tony, so she has absolutely put her body on the line this week.
I'll tell you what, if I had the camera on me, Pete, I'd probably do my shoelace up as well.
Yeah, but we look after our viewers here, Tone.
So Sharpley will take the ball into offense for the Storm. Fires it down there to Hannah Greenhouse. Greenhouse looks inside, finds her player just a little bit behind her, so an opportunity here again for the Sirens. Ball to be picked up, it is picked up. Coming back the other way, good look forward there. Morton, she decides not to shoot that time and pass the ball over there to Sarah Day. And Day just gets a little push.
So Sarah's looking to get a score today. I was speaking to her earlier, Tony, and she really is desperate for a goal. So let's see what she can do. Oh, she's been unselfish and found Greenholz. Greenholz has put it through and scored her 5th goal.
I can tell you though, as a coach, Pete, I'm all about assists. And right there, Sarah Day did exactly the team thing, found Hannah Greenholz in a better position, and the perfect play. You know what, 1 point, Sarah Day.
Yeah, Sarah, she should be wrapped. I'll give her a big pat on the back for that one. And I did say I'd give her a special shout out. So well done, Sarah, your first tournament, and you're having a cracker.
As you say, Hannah with a lazy 5. Just it's always good. It's always a good number, isn't it? 5.
Yep. 5 goals is all right. She's done okay.
Ball back into the centre, but the Sirens have had opportunities, and they look like they're about to potentially have another one. No, not if Jessica Helmling has anything to do by it, as she kicks the ball up there to Newmarch Ward. Newmarch Ward looks inside, finds Morton. Morton gets pressured straight away there from the defender, and deemed to be just a little bit aggressive. So we'll have to come out the back behind her there.
Sirens seem to be doubling a lot more, leaving free players close to the goal area, as we see Renshaw in the middle there. Mia Morton tries to find Renshaw but can't find her. It's knocked down by a Sirens player, and they have drawn a foul there from Renshaw. Obviously not happy with not receiving that ball, so the ball will be with Charlie Lockyer here. Charlie Lockyer got some green tape on the back of the neck there that stands out. Finds Hollins. Hollins has been a goal scorer today already, but can't get away through the Storm defence.
Oh, but she's trying again. Oh, that's twice. Just lost the ball. Might have been a push there. And just on the outer field here, we've got the ice 4, fire 0. So ice puts out fire, I believe.
Well, the ice would be really disappointed. They were undefeated, Tony, until last night, where the Lightning beat them by 6 goals, knocking them out of the final. So
Holland's quick off the mark and pops another one. Oh, sorry, Pete.
No, great to see Hollands. She deserved that goal. She did a power of work. But yeah, the ice will be looking for some sort of redemption after last night's game, Tony.
Well, can we say the ice is melting?
Well, they're not.
I'm joking. I just wanted to get another dad joke in there, Pete.
Oh, dear.
See, you didn't let me finish the melting hearts.
There you go.
So, ball back to this game, back in the centre. We've currently got a 16-8 game with about half the quarter to go in this last.
Let's get 2 more, Sirens, 2 more.
And the coach just looking for positives. I love that, Pete. It's not about the wins and losses, as we said. You know, some you win, some you lose, some you learn.
That's right.
So
that's right.
And Good work there from Southcombe. She's already got a couple, wanted to get that quick start going, and gee, I turned my head for 2 seconds and she was 10 metres in front of where she was last time.
I've been really happy with Southcombe game, Tone. Won most of us, or a lot of her centres.
Good look down there to Peyton Arson in the middle. That was just turns on a dime, pops it back the other way, and Peyton Arson gets another one for the Sirens.
Yeah, she's just looking to hold that ball, get it outside of the fan, and the Storm defence were happy with that. They just sort of let her go, didn't they? And she's turned around and gone, okay, here we go, I'm on here, and finished it better than anyone.
You see that in the men's game, don't you, with that when they're subbing and the guy comes almost racing off, and just as he's got there, the other guy comes off and he backs back and you have a man-up opportunity. But they did really well there, did Arson.
Well, coach was yelling out 2 more, and there's one of them.
So back in the centre. And it's never over till it's over, though. So ball. Have we got something special here? Legal procedure, and that one's going the way of the Sirens as well. So just these little momentum swings. And wanting to sub there is Charlie Lockyer, but it was her ball, so she needs to take that. Lockyer looks for her teammate. Good look inside. Finds Southcombe. Southcombe already got 3 today. Looks to go. There's a 2-minute bell. So ball up with Peyton Arson. Peyton steps inside, just running circles. She said it worked last time, but not this time. The ball gets dispossessed, and that's a pre-check on Peyton. And the ball will come here to Newmarch Ward. Yeah, 2 minutes, or under 2 minutes now, Pete, at 16-9. That is a bridge too far, even in this game.
Yeah, no, the Sirens have done a great job, though, Tony. You know, take nothing from them, take nothing away. They have pushed hard. They've had a lot of control out the centre, and the Storm have just been too good today.
So DeLongville kicks the ball up there to Hannah Greenhouse. Steps inside, need to crash there. Greenhouse with another one, and that is a bag of 6 for Hannah.
Yeah, the double hat-trick for Greenhouse. She'll be very happy with that. She's been very consistent. 3 goals in each game she's played this week, and now she's doubled that.
So 17-9 is the score. Well under the last 2 minutes now in this 4th term. The Storm will make their way towards the championship final, and the Storm have been prolific winners of this competition over the last 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good players come from the Storm group. Also runners-up last year, so a lot of these players are looking to go one better this year.
So ball back in the centre. Sirens doing a great job to be in this semi-final. They were 3rd yesterday and then shot up to the top of the table with their win. So congratulations to them. They will end up going to the 3-4 playoff, but ball here. So good knockdown there from the Sirens. Great pickup there from Newmarch Ward. Newmarch Ward as the clock comes on the field. 30 seconds to go. Newmarch Ward swaps to her left. Just running little circles out there. Jeez. Tries to take off Chalmers' head there, and that will do it. The Storm are off to the big dance for 2024 in this under-15 championship. Great job from the ladies in pink and black, but huge effort there from the Sirens. Hold your heads up high. They've had a fantastic week here, and it's great to see the New Zealanders over here. I still call them Australia East. But they're, as I get a little bit of love from the coach's box. No, we are New Zealand West, so that's okay. Yeah, but fantastic effort from the girls, and congratulations to the Storm. They will play off tomorrow, and Pete, you will call that big game for this women's championship game?
I will, Tony, and you know what? For the 2nd year in a row, the Adelaide teams have found themselves in the big dance. There is one more game to decide who the Storm's opponent is, and that will be between the Lightning and the Comets. The Lightning finding themselves on top of their pool last night after a big 6-goal win, and the Comets have won the last 2 under-15 girls championships, and will be looking to make it a 3-peat. So big game tonight, Tony.
Huge game tonight, and again, the Lightning last night getting up over the ice. That was massive. What have you got there for the keepers, mate? How did they end up with their stats?
Today was a tough one for the keepers. A lot of good shooters on both teams. So Eleanor Whitaker just the 6 and Karis Kemp, I say just the 5, but they come up with big saves when they needed to, and it just really tough game for the keepers with so many good shooters on both teams.
Well, the shooters in this game, Pete, we had plenty of them in a 17-9 game. The Sirens, their goal scorers today, we had Southcombe ended up with 3. We had Lee with 2, Hollands with 2, Arson with 1. And on the Storm side, we had Greenhouse leading the way with 6, Lim with 1, Helming with 2, Newmarch Board with 1, Chalmers with 2, Morton with 1, Sharpley with 1, Zhang with 1, and Ruby Carter with 2.
Yeah, a lot of good spread of goal scorers there from the Storm.
MVPs?
Look, I'm looking at Southcombe for the Sirens there, and for the Storm, I'm going to say Newmarch Ward.
Okay.
Only the 1 goal, but really held them up in the centre draws.
Well, I'm going Hollands for the Sirens.
Okay.
I think she had a fantastic day out today, and I don't think you can go past Hannah Greenhouse for me, mate. She had 6. I know it's not always about the score, but was instrumental, and when you've beaten a side by 8, 6 is a huge effort. So yeah. Hannah for me for that one.
I just think Hannah's unlikely, as she got the first MVP of the tournament for the 3rd year in a row, mind
you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, so Hannah, just a useless piece of information here, Tony. Hannah, this is Hannah's Greenholz's.
Chloe Chalmers.
Yep.
Chloe Chalmers, I reckon.
There you go. This is Greenholz's 3rd under-15 championship, and she's managed to secure the MVP in the first game of each tournament. So. Well,
there you go. There's a quiz question if you've ever had one, Pete.
There you go.
Wait till you get back to the Sturt Lacrosse Club. We can throw that in a quiz night.
Yes, Quizmaster Greenholz might throw that one in.
All right. So, yep, I've got Hollands and Chambers as the coaches.
Yeah, not sure we're going to be able to hear them today on the background mic there, but we've got the Sirens coach having a bit of a chat to the girls. Probably saying something about, the girls would have learned a lot this tournament, and it's great for them to be able to come over here and play this quality of competition. Helmling.
And Helmling with it. Yeah, look, dare we forget Helmling.
Yeah.
Had a fantastic game as well, Jessica.
Yeah. Had the ball on a string a number of times, and is always doing a power load of work, both in defence and offence.
Well, that's the first one you've got wrong since I've been with you, mate.
Second.
Okay, second. I wasn't going to bring it up, but... And we see... Just trying to pick up...
You can't see a number there.
So Williams for... Georgia Williams for the Sirens, number 4.
Okay. Well, that's the first time I've got 0. This week.
That's why we always say gamble responsibly here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And but can we say it, Pete? I say it a lot. Lacrosse is definitely going to be the winner today.
Oh.
And the girls, don't they just love it? I mean, they're just, even there just before they announced that, the girls were all around each other, hugging each other, and it's such a great tournament to be a part of, and it's great to be able to bring it live and free to you on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Absolutely.
When these New Zealand girls come over, they're always looking to make friends, and I know some of the Storm girls have met these girls a few times now, and really great to see.
And speaking of great to see, we might wrap it up here for the first of the 3 games we're going to bring you. We have a big game coming up between the Warriors.
The Northerners, the Northern Thunder versus the Northern Warriors.
Oh, there you go. So north of the wall. Thank Blake for being up on the scaffold. Pete, you'll be joining me for the next game. And from Pete Greenhouse and myself, Tony Watts. Until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you next game.